Hi there, guys. Darren, Daily Driving Hoopties here. So here we are, new year. It's January 7th, 2021. Wow, here we are. We've made it through an interesting year. We're rapidly approaching the 1 year mark of quarantine, so this has been interesting. I do miss going to like Disneyland and stuff like that. But what can you do? So here we are in a new year and a new car. So we are in my the other 2001 Suburban. This is the gray one that we have. Still an 8.1 liter and a, hey, train. Still an 8.1 liter with four-wheel drive, but definitely a different build than the other one for sure. This one's definitely more muscly as well. It has a Flowmaster exhaust on it. So let's go ahead and get into this thing, and yeah. All right, guys, so the only reason this thing really was parked, that was about 10 years ago, actually. So, yeah, 10 years ago, we parked this thing in the backyard, and the entire reason for parking it was because of this roof right here. That's not this one right here. This is actually a brand new roof. But the old roof in this thing actually went bad. All of the side stuff inside went bad. It was ugly. So somehow my dad actually tracked down who made it. I mean, it wasn't that hard. We just had to take the headliner down. But oh my God, if you wanted to see the most atrocious headliner install I've ever seen in my life, that was it. So this actually is a whole other headliner we had to go get out of Pick and Pull. Or Pick Your Part, I guess, down here in SoCal. We went to LKQ Pick Your Part here, and bought this headliner. I think it was like $16 from there, so it was actually a pretty decent deal. And that's the headliner they chopped up to put in this thing because the other one was just completely thrashed. It was completely garbage. It was terrible. So they were actually able to fab up these things, make them both work inside here. So ASC San Diego, if you need anything from there, I'll put some of their links and stuff down there. They don't really know it, but they did great work. Really, really impressed with the work they did. New sunroof works great. I'll show you when we do the walk around how they did the mounting and stuff. It looks awesome. And a lifetime guarantee on all the parts on it now, so that's really nice as well. So this thing actually it held up all right. As I said, 10 years in the backyard, and I'm really bad at taking before pictures. I'm going to start getting better at it, I promise. But the before on this thing, I'm almost embarrassed to have shown, so I'm happy I didn't. Because this last rain, a bunch of water got in this thing somehow. It was still taped up, but a bunch of water got in still. And the seats were just terrible. And the smell in here still is not very good. I'm going to have to probably unbolt all the seats and clean the carpet better, because I just ran a quickie on it and it was not good. The smell is still just not all right in this thing. I did get a couple of those cherry bomb pods that I like. If you've been in any of my cars, I have these cherry bomb pod things. I think I can reach one here. I dropped it. All right, the California Scents Coronado Cherry. If you guys want to sponsor me, I would love that, because I love these things. There's 4 of these in this car right now. I'm just trying to get the nasty smell out of it, because it smells absolutely atrocious in here. Just smelling this right here is so much better. My nose is just like, wow, from smelling that close. Woo, give me a second, excuse me. Okay. So, yeah, anyways, California Coronado Cherry. I love these things. So there's like 4 of them in here right now. I'm trying to get the stench out. But as for the interior of this thing, I gave this thing the royal treatment, actually, and I didn't use any drills with the brushes. I went to Walmart and I bought like soft brushes, and I brushed this interior for probably a good 4 hours. And just short of taking the seats out, which I probably should have. It probably would have been even a little easier, but I don't have a shop yet, so I'm working on that. So we'll get there. But I cleaned the entire interior on this thing, and it actually came out pretty nice. I'll show you when we do the walk around here. But as for the truck itself, I am thoroughly impressed with this thing. So after sitting for 10 years essentially in the backyard of just doing shifts in the backyard and stuff like that, we decided to kind of just do the vice grip garage thing like Derek would do. And obviously this is much newer, it's not carbureted or anything, but it's literally been sitting in the yard. Other than being started up a couple of times a year and shifting some stuff around, this thing really hasn't moved. A lot of the buttons didn't work for a little while. I just got the mirror function completely back. I had to change a window regulator. All right, guys. So yeah, I would not be afraid of tackling a window in the backs of these things or in the fronts even. They're pretty simple as well. As for other things that this truck's kind of done weird, nothing really. I mean, other than the radio's been a little wonky. Some of the buttons don't work 100% all the time, but it's coming around. I almost have all the mirrors working now. All the gauges surprisingly worked. So we drove this thing down to San Diego, and it was essentially problem-free. The only thing we kind of had, I think my dad overfilled the transmission a little bit, so that was kind of a little bit overflowy, I guess. So those little droplets of transmission fluid down there, but I didn't have any problem on the way back. So that was kind of the only really strange thing. Other than that, this thing we gave it a nice wash on the outside finally. No more leakage, which is nice. So I ran it through the car wash, and thank God. That's all I can say. That was a nightmare. I literally locked this car up for a decade. I guess it saved it some miles because it'd probably be closer to 300,000 now if it was driving still. But we'll get it there pretty quickly, I think, again now. So I guess I'm going to wrap up the inside of this thing, and let's go ahead and hop out, and we'll check out the outside of this thing. All right, guys? All right, guys, here we are. We are on the outside of the other 2001 Suburban. Like I said, this is the gray one that we have. It has been sitting for 10 years. This is what it came out as cleaned up. So let's do a little walk around on it, and here we go. So I do have the doors open on the other side. We'll open the doors here on this side, but like I said, this thing, it's been sitting for 10 years, and it is a right side model, so only this side looks really good. The other side has a little bit of paint issues, so we will be getting it painted soon, and it will be looking completely top-notch then. A little koozie there. Needs to get pulled out. And bring the bad. I'm gonna close the doors real quick for a second. Make sure the keys are out of it. These things are known to lock themselves. So it doesn't look horrible, but it definitely is not top notch. Someone's terrible body work on this door. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, in general, just a real nice truck. And we are here in Fullerton with trains. Got some really nice trains here, actually. So here we are. Have the Eliminator sticker on this one as well. Let's check out this interior. So like I said, cleaned up really, really nicely, actually. Carpet's the only thing that needs a little bit of love still. California cherry. Yeah, like I said, the interior cleaned up all right. Definitely has not the perfect thing. Some of the seams are starting to meh, but it's got 233,000 miles and it's 20 years old. I think it looks all right. The backs definitely came a little bit better. Definitely a little bit more plush as well. I probably should do another round of conditioner on everything, but door panels all came pretty clean. Mr. Dolphin's been in here for the whole thing. He holds it down. Back here, just my camera, my laptop, and my backpack. And it does have the little doohickey here. And these things are cool. They have this hide thing, so I keep the fire extinguisher and the jack equipment stuff there. And I like these so much more than having the big hatch. The doors is just so much nicer. It's so much easier to deal with. Other than this gasket that always seems to want to fall off. It drives me crazy. I want one of those train cars so bad. The thing's so pretty. It's like a mid-40s Pullman car. Really nice. Let's get to the power end of this thing here. I actually haven't been under here in a while, so let's take a look. It's not bad. Clearly you can see where the mice ate all of the outside insulation because that was yummy. Told you I haven't been under here. Sorry. .1 liters, baby. Oh. Let me go to the sticker. These things are great. Like I said, 233,000 miles on this one, and it runs like a champ. And this one is way faster than the other one, like I was saying. So, all the doors close nice. Chains. That door is just so bad. I'm gonna leave my door open. But yeah, as for this thing, wheels and tires off the other 01 after we swapped them. Bring the thunder. Chevy Thunder. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's the end of this video. This is episode, I think, 16 we're at now. So we're at 16 vehicles. Got more coming still. Things are becoming alive and running, so I will just keep them coming. This is the 01 Suburban Gray. It's back in the daily rotation in the Hoopty fleet here. So if you like this episode, want to see more, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and do what you want to do. All right, talk to you soon, guys. Bye.